Hello there. Happy Monday. My name is Chef D Malfi, and I want to welcome you to Plant-Based Made Easy. This is a show where every single day we make a recipe right out of my companion Plant-Based Made Easy cookbook. I write a new cookbook every single month, and today we are featuring the first of the recipes out of the December cookbook. I'm so excited. We're getting started a little later than normal, and so I'm going to go through this amazing breakfast recipe rather quickly. And if you have any questions along the way, just pop them in the comment box, and I'd love to get to you and engage with you if there's time here. And if not now, then I will respond later. I want to get right into it. And the first thing that I'm going to do is tell you what we're making today. We're making gingerbread pear pancakes. These are so seasonal, they're so festive, and they're simple. So let's get into it. I'm going to start by making the pear sauce. It's really, really yummy, and it only requires a few ingredients. Hi, Cheryl. So the first thing that we need are some Bosc pears. I absolutely love pears this time of year, and I got these from my CSA farm box. So I'm going to use anywhere between 3 and 4, and I'm not going to give all the quantities here, you guys, because I want to incentivize you to remember that all of this is done because I really want you to have the recipes. But in order for Plant-Based Made Easy to continue, I really need you to continue to support the Plant-Based Made Easy cookbooks every month. So please consider buying the December cookbook. I'm very excited to tell you that we have all of our past cookbooks available now, and we'll put the link up here. All of them are available for Cyber Monday for only $12. So if you're interested in purchasing any of the past cookbooks, please go ahead and do that today, Cyber Monday, for only $12. Even if you've purchased them in the past, maybe these could be a good gift for someone that you love in your family, or a friend or a colleague that may be considering going plant-based, or maybe already is plant-based or vegan, or is just curious about having more plants and plant-powered food in their diet. So consider purchasing any of our past cookbooks. And then today, we are selling our December cookbook that is on sale today, starting today, for $15. I'm really excited because the menu is awesome. I really took my time to write these recipes and to make them super duper seasonal and easy, but also festive. I want it to be celebratory. So take a look at that. You guys will pop that link here as well to purchase the current book. It's Plant-Based December 2020. That's the link. And I'm just excited to be back. We took some time off last week on Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving. So I have to ask, how was your Thanksgiving? How is it being sort of sheltering in place and having a Thanksgiving sort of in a different way this year? And then for some of you, maybe we're celebrating your first plant-based or vegan Thanksgiving, your first animal-free Thanksgiving. How the heck was that? I know it was my first plant-based Thanksgiving. Me and my entire family went plant-based this year, right at the beginning of COVID, at the beginning of sheltering in place. So April 1st was my very first day of transitioning to this lifestyle. And so did my mom, my dad, my stepdad, my stepmom, my grandma, who's 83 years old, and my Aunt Marie, and we are loving it. So we had a really great Thanksgiving. It was really wonderful to know that we could set a table and cook all day long, and for it to be still totally celebratory and fun without having any turkey or butter or dairy on the table at all. It was really amazing. And I didn't feel like I missed anything. I really, truly enjoyed it more than I've ever enjoyed Thanksgiving in the past. So I hope that you can relate. Please tell me how it went for you and your family or your friends, or if you were by yourself this year, how did that go? Did you make any of the recipes out of our Celebrate Thanksgiving Plant-Based Made Easy cookbook? That was a really fun menu. I hope that you made some. All right, so you could see as I did all that talking, I just chopped all of my pears. That is done. Now, I'm going to get this working with a little vegan butter. I'm going to take my side pan here. I have a wide skillet or saute pan. This is nonstick. And I'm going to give full screen to my cutting board and my saute pan so you can follow along with. Yeah. So I have it right here. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of plant-based butter, which I have right here. And I melted this because I need it melted for the pancake batter. But you can just throw in regular butter into your pan and it will melt just fine, just as it is, easily. Throw your pears right in. Now you can peel these or you can keep them unpeeled, which I do. I keep them unpeeled, you guys, because I love the fiber. Fiber is my friend. It gives a nice consistency and crunch. It's really nice. I love pear skin. It's one of my favorite fruit skins. I don't peel usually pears at all, but I wanted to show you could do either or. All right, I also wanted to show you this. I took off the label. In case you're wondering, here's the label for the Bosc pear. These are really wonderful, and you can just see here, look at the barcode, you can see the barcode number starts with a 9. And I just wanted you to see this in case you're curious. All organic produce starts with a 9. I'm going to show you one more time. You can see the word organic there, but it's quite small. So if you're curious, just look at the barcode number. If it starts with number 9, it is organic. So we are using organic pears today, which are really, really great. And then to this, I'm going to add a little bit of sugar, 1.5 tablespoons or so. And this is organic granulated sugar, and then some cinnamon. And I'm just gonna let this go. I'm just gonna let it really cook down and soften up and get really nice and delicious. And I'm gonna use a heat-resistant spatula, and that's what I have here. If you are interested in what I use Zule. These are awesome. These are on my Amazon shop. If you're curious about purchasing any cookware or anything you see in my studio, my cutting board, my Dash pancake griddle, my ceramic pots and pans, all of that, you guys, I'm gonna be spending more time for the month of December doing Amazon Live videos, and I'm really excited about it. But I'll just give you a quick peek right now. Everything that you see is for sale on my Amazon page, and I am super excited to be an Amazon affiliate right now through their program. I heart Amazon. I'm sure you do too. All right, so I'm gonna let that go. As this is working, we need a little plant milk for our pancakes. So I'm gonna show you how I make homemade plant milk in a flash. This literally does not take more than a few seconds, truly about a minute to 2 tops. So I'm gonna use my Almond Cow. This is the Almond Cow milk machine. Oh no, Danny, I forgot the top. So sorry, you guys, we're gonna get the top. It comes with the top. Hold please while we get that. Let me explain the other ingredients while we get that. I'm gonna mix this up. All right, so the other ingredients in the milk, really, really simple. I'll talk you through it. We're gonna use 2/3 of a cup of raw cashews, which I have right here. And you can see, we'll do split screen. And I'm using raw cashews. These are coming from Almond Cow. They are glyphosate free, they are organic, and they're really yummy. They're pieces, and whole pieces and broken up pieces, but they're raw. You really want to use raw cashew pieces for this. You don't need salted, thank you, Danny, or roasted. The other thing that I want, hold please. You guys, if you didn't know, we are in our garage. That's where I built my studio. So that's the garage door. Okay, now we're fine. We have everything we need. The next ingredient we need for our delicious plant milk is coconut, unsweetened coconut. I'm gonna use 1/3 of a cup. A few dates here. I'm using medjool dates. I'm just gonna use 2 because I don't need it overly sweetened. And before you use these, you need to take off anything. You need to take off the pit. You need to take off everything is what I meant to say. The top here, look, I see this one has like a little like stem. Definitely remove that. And then you need to pit them. And I recommend get them whole and then pit them yourself because they'll be more moist and delicious. All right, I'm just gonna use 2. I'm gonna put the rest aside. The pits and the stems and the tops go into the garbage. I don't need those. All right, working hard here. Okay, hold please. We're gonna come back to the pears because I wanna show you how soft they are. I need the collector cup and the filter basket too, sorry. All right, so coming back to this, I really want to make sure these are nice and soft. And I'm going to check it. I'm going to grab one. And then I'm just going to, I'm going to just puncture it with my knife. It needs a little bit more time. I don't want this to be firm at all. I want these to be super tender and sort of melt away in the pancakes or on top of the pancakes rather. It's going to be really, really, really yummy. And it does take a few minutes. I'm gonna kick up the heat. And the reason I'm stopping the plant milk right now is because I don't want the pears to burn. So I'm really making sure I needed to check them. I started to smell kind of brown butter, but they're not burning. And I just you need to move them quite a lot because the sugars will crystallize on the bottom and then just burn up. Just leave that open. All right, so now let's get back to the milk. So this Almond Cow comes in 2 pieces. I'm gonna show you in the overhead cam. First is the collector cup. That's what this plastic thing is. And then there's a filter basket. Look how simple this is. I'm gonna take my nuts. First, I'm gonna put in cashews. Now I'm gonna put in the coconut shreds. I'm gonna throw in the dates right on top. And then I'm gonna add just a bit of salt, like truly a pinch or so. And the salt's going to help to keep the milk good for about 3 to 4 to 5 days in your refrigerator. So it helps it last longer. And then a little bit of vanilla extract if you want. I'm going to use this vanilla extract, which is alcohol-free. So it's more like vanilla flavor. It's really good. It uses vegetable glycerin as opposed to alcohol. And then if you want, you can add a little maple syrup, but you're going to add the maple syrup or any agave nectar, any sweetener that you want into the water. And I'm not going to add any. I think I just want mine totally plain and delicious. So now I have the top of the machine. This is what we were after. This has the blade and it has the button to turn it on. I'm going to take it and I'm going to actually put it and connect the collector cup and the filter basket. I should have done this like this. And I'll show you, you can kind of screw it in. It's really simple. You kind of just find the thread. Look how easy that is. Just kind of find it. It sometimes takes a second. And then once it's found, then there's a click just to lock it and unlock it. It's locked, and I can see that it's locked because everything is sealed here. Do you see that? Now, you can place your water, or the base of the almond cow, onto your cutting board or wherever your counter, and then connect these two pieces. The top connects to the bottom super easily, and that's it. Now I'm going to do an overhead cam, and I'm going to start. I'm just press the green button. And it will sort of blink. You see how it's blinking green? It's going to go through 3 cycles. That's the first. That's the second. And now the last cycle will be the last 15 seconds or so. Cool. That's it. Simple. That's why I say it takes under a minute to make, because that's truly all it is. Now I'm going to lift the top off the bottom and just let it drip. And here's the cool part about it. You take this collector cup, and then you can just let the top and the filter basket drain inside of the collector cup. Now we have fresh plant milk. Take a look at this, you guys. I take a clean glass bottle here, and I will just pour in, I really want you to see this delicious, thick plant milk. And this is really similar to whole milk. It's super creamy, and it even has a cream top. I don't know if you know, but milk, when it is milked out of the cow, usually does create a cream top. Same thing goes for plants. You don't need animals to make milk. Amazing. I get very excited about this because I think it's amazing, and I can save a lot of money. You know, plant-based milk can be very expensive. So we needed this for our pancakes. I think these pears are perfectly done. Let me just try one here just to make sure. Are they soft? Are they delicious? So good. Really yummy. Okay, that's just going to sit and hang out. Now we have to make our pancake batter, and then we'll make some pancakes. Simple. We're basically there. I'm going to take a big mixing bowl here, and I'm going to whisk together the flour. I'm going to use whole wheat flour today. Again, if you want the ratios and the quantities for everything, you can go ahead and download the December Cookbook. And then 3 tablespoons of the organic granulated sugar. The cool thing about the cookbook too is that I also always have links for lots of these ingredients, because I want you to have access to the ingredients that I'm using, because it makes it really easy for you to just make these recipes as they are. And then I'm going to use a little baking powder here, 1.5 tablespoons. Perfect. And then here's why they're gingerbread pancakes. I'm going to use some delicious baking spices. We're going to use cinnamon. Throw that right in. We're going to use a little ground ginger as well. You can throw that right in. And then some cloves. The cloves is really what makes it very gingerbready. So definitely get some ground cloves. Yum, this looks so good. Let me mix this up. Okay, now I can add my wet ingredients right to this. I don't actually even need to do it in 2 separate bowls. You don't have to do that. All right, so now I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla extract, which I have right here, but I'm going to add it to my plant milk. So I'm going to grab a liquid measure, and I'm going to actually measure out my plant milk. This is very important. You don't want to use too much, and you don't want to use too little. 1 1/4. There we go. A little bit of vanilla extract. Whatever, a splash, a teaspoon, a tablespoon, totally to your liking. It doesn't really matter that much. And then some sweetener. Now, you really want sweetener for this. There's 2 options. You can use coconut agave. I have regular agave here, or you can use maple syrup. I think I'm going to go for my agave today. And I'm just going to use a few tablespoons of this. 1, 2, maybe a half. And then I need some melted butter. And we're going to add that in a second. So pour this into your dry mix. Make sure you get all that sweetener, that agave or that maple that just hangs out at the bottom. And then I want Miyoko's vegan butter, or any vegan butter that you like, but make sure that it's melted. And then throw this right in. And that's your pancake batter. So let's mix this up. Let's make sure it gets nice. It's just kind of like the consistency that we want. And truly, I like to do the least amount of dishes as possible, especially if I'm making pancakes. If I want the breakfast that's really delicious like this, I don't need it to take that long. And I don't need to create a big mess. So I'm using a ladle here to mix it up, but you can use anything. But a ladle is great because we're going to need a ladle to actually put it onto our griddle and cook these up. I see a lot of people here. Diane, Charisse, Geraldine. It's good to see everyone. Yeah, here's a Thanksgiving comment. Everything was delicious, Natalie said. My daughter demolished her stuffed squash and was eating the sauce by the spoonful. We also loved our pecan pie tarts. You can't wait to see what December has in store. Natalie, I love you. Thank you so much for being so willing to try all of our recipes. That's awesome. And I'm really glad that your daughter liked them. Fantastic. All right, so let's make some pancakes, shall we? I'm going to use my pancake griddle, which I have. It's on, it's hot and ready. I'm not going to make you wait a second longer. And what I'm going to do is actually spray it with some coconut oil spray. You can use veggie oil. You even can use avocado oil or anything like that. But I'm just going to use this, a little coconut oil spray. It tastes a little like coconut, but it's really yummy. And then look at our pancake batter. Because of the baking powder, it kind of gets nice and puffy. Oh, this looks amazing. So go ahead and just get it down on your griddle when your griddle is nice and hot. And I love this griddle. This is from Dash. This is the 12-inch. They don't make it anymore, but they do now make a smaller version. It's 8 inches. I highly recommend this machine, you guys. You saw me actually use it on Wednesday. Last week, our final recipe of the week, last Wednesday, we made a Thanksgiving pizza. And this machine right here cooked our pizza dough to perfection. So it's really great as an open skillet, but it's great also as a pizza oven. You can close it, which makes it fantastic. It makes it very useful for the kitchen for many things. So you can see here, I'm using both sides. Both sides get nice and hot. And I really want to make sure that this gets, the pancakes themselves get nice and bubbly around the sides before I even attempt to flip them, okay? So while that is cooking up, I want to tell you right now about what we have set up in store for you for December. There is so much in store. I'm just going to do a quick split screen, you guys. Now, for the month of December, we're going to try something a little differently. Here's some updates for you. The first thing is we have a subscription that is available for you. So no longer do you have to buy each cookbook every single month. We are offering now a monthly subscription to our Plant-Based Made Easy community. And it's really simple. All you have to do is sign up. Here is the link. We're going to pop it right here. It is bit.ly/PBME subscription. I beat Danny to it. And it's only $12 a month to be a subscribed member of the Plant-Based Made Easy community. And I really hope that you'll consider joining us for that so that you can get every single cookbook the moment that it becomes available. And that will be sent to you from our ConvertKit site. Very exciting. And then the other thing that I wanted to tell you about is that I'm going to be taking some time off in December, but not away from the recipe development. I'm just going to be taking a little bit of time off. I'm only going to do the first week, all 5 recipes. And then for weeks 2, 3, and 4 for the month of December, I'm going to come on only on Thursdays for our snack day. So for the month of December, I'm only going to come on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for the Thursday recipe of every month, our snack day. That doesn't mean that the recipes aren't available for you. I'm also going to still make them, so you'll probably be able to see amazing photos and videos and stories on Instagram and on TikTok. So please follow me at Chef D Malfi on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm really excited because this is the month where we're kind of like really testing the water. We've been doing a lot of testing over the last 5 months. So I'm very excited to have a subscription available. And I'm excited to see how we can create more demand and more eyeballs to December. So please stay connected to us and stay tuned for all of the Thursday shows as well as this full week. And let's come back to our pancakes because I think these are nice and ready. I'm going to use a flat heat resistant spatula for this, which I have here. And I really want to make sure that they're nice and bubbly around the sides. I think I missed the bubbles, but they are beautiful. That one's not quite done. This one is. Yeah, you can absolutely drop the pear in the batter. That would be a really great suggestion. Let's say you're making these for your kiddos and they're kind of finicky when it comes to fruit on top and you want to hide the fruit. Great thing to do is actually hide the fruit inside the batter. So you could drop the pears right inside the wet batter as soon as you pop it on the griddle. That would be a great idea. Oh yeah, these look great. And I can smell the gingerbread essence. It's gonna be really delicious. I can tell already. I'm gonna flip this guy. I think this guy's ready. Yeah, there we go. We saved it. We saved it. Cool. All right, I think it's time to plate. Now, I think I'm going to go ahead and use this beautiful plate here. And I want to just really stack my pancakes, but I kind of want to stack them and so that they're kind of, you can see everything kind of peeking over the next. You can see the pancakes peeking over the next one and the next one. And I like to do, I think a good serving is 3. These look really yummy. I'm now going to add a tiny bit, maybe not a tiny bit, a portion of these delicious pears with this pear sauce. You can also add a little bit of butter if you want more plant-based butter. It's just going to make it really nice and moist and rich and delicious. So I think I'll add a little bit of butter here. And then because these pears are sweet already, we certainly don't need any maple syrup, but I think I'm just going to add just a touch to my plate. Why the heck not? Yum. Okay, these are ready. You guys take a look. Gingerbread pancakes with a pear syrup or sauce. These look phenomenal. Totally seasonal, totally festive, totally simple too, right? Okay, I have to try these pancakes. Let me get a fork. And you know me, I want kind of like to make the money shot. I have to like have every little bit. Yeah. I got the syrup, I've got the pear sauce, and I've got the pancake. Yum. I'm going to give this food a little gratitude. Thank you, food, and thank you, God. Here we go. Darn, that's good. Wow. I love the gingerbread flavor. That is so yummy. It's totally light. It's not overwhelmingly gingerbread flavor-like, but if you wanted to make this even more gingerbready, you could add more cloves, more cinnamon, more ginger, but it's perfect. Yummy. And the pears, oh my gosh, you could use these on lots of different things, but I would just kind of scoop these all over your breakfast this week. Maybe you put them on yogurt parfait. Maybe you put it with granola. Maybe you just have it with some cereal or toast, but they're perfect for these pancakes. Yummy. I love this recipe. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you try this recipe. And if you do, take a photo and pop it into our Plant-Based Made Easy Facebook group. We are now 3,000 people and growing every single minute. I'm so grateful. I hope that you'll join us to be a part of that community and come back for more, you guys, because we have such great recipes in store for you this week. Tomorrow, we're making a harvest veggie protein bowl. You won't want to miss it. I'll see you then. Peace.